Audio Jungle.
FEMA, distinguished guests, dignitaries, participants, visitors, my colleagues from the industry.
Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu, Thiru R.N. Ravi, dignitaries on the dais, colleagues from the industry, and friends from the media. It's an absolute privilege to be speaking at this august gathering today. And let me start by appreciating all the industry players for your tremendous contribution to the growth and development of Tamil Nadu and our nation. The resilience and adaptability demonstrated by all of you during these challenging times has been truly remarkable.
Distinguished guests, members from the media, organizers of ACME, friends from the industrial fraternity, ladies and gentlemen, good morning and a warm welcome to ACME 2023. As India has laid a strong landscape into the next decade's rapid growth, it's not going to be easy, but it's definitely possible. We must, along with being competitive, we must also shift.
T. Nalangili, President HEMA, Thiru K. Sai Satyakumar, Chairman ACME 2023, Thiru Satyakam Arya, Managing Director and CEO, Daimler India Commercial Vehicles, Thiru Satish Sadasivan, Managing Director, Sium Kintect India Private Limited, all the members of the HEMA family, all those who are associated with ACME 2023, leaders of the industry, entrepreneurs, friends from the media, on this auspicious occasion of inauguration of the latest edition of ACME 2023. It gives me immense delight to be in the midst of those who are building the nation. This IMA has been a pioneer in our country in creating this conclave of small industries working together, looking forward. I'm told it's almost nearly 6 decades old. That was the time when our country was largely guided by command economy. It was the government and government alone that chose to steer the course of development and growth. Influenced with socialistic ideas and ideals, the private players were not encouraged, and to some extent they were even looked at with suspicion. In the early 90s, circumstances compelled us to open our economy, liberalize it, and soon IMA started this international exhibition of machine tools in 1994. So you have been the pioneer all through. And I wish, and I am confident that you will remain pioneer in years ahead. These 5 days of conglomeration of manufacturers of tools, manufacturers of machines, those who would be coming and witnessing it, the students of technology, researchers, would all be meeting, seeing, observing, and exchanging the ideas and the products. And I'm sure each participant would have something to take away from this 5 days grand event. While all that I need to share with you is to draw your attention and urge you to be in tune with the pulse of the time. The time of today is fundamentally different from the time of yesteryears. As we know, after the British left, a state became the sole promoter of, or the guardian of, growth and development. And that model, though it was liberalized in the 90s, it took time for culture to evolve. About 10 years later, during the time of Prime Minister Vajpayee, divestment began, the public sector to be divested. Because initially it was all public sector, very few private. And the period of divestment, idea behind is government is not the best suited to do business. They are best suited to govern. They are best suited to create an environment, an ecosystem for business, for manufacturing, for industrialization, not the best player themselves. And so many unproductive public sector undertakings were divested. Some wholly, some others partially. And we have continued the progress. But the fundamental change that happened 9 years back with the coming of the new national leader, Prime Minister Modi, this is something that we need to understand. That from the model one, there was one extreme where the government was the sole guardian of industrialization and growth. This is 180 degrees turnaround. It is the people of this country. They have enormous potential. Given the right atmosphere, right environment, what we call right ecosystem, their genius will flower and the country will grow. For all these years in the past, we were behind in adopting technology. When this Acme series began in our country, very few people knew what was computer. Computer was known in developed countries, many parts of the world. But for us, it was something new. We kept catching up. New technology comes, and then with a gap of time, we adopt. Now this model of development, this model of growth cannot take this country of nearly 140 crores to the destiny that it deserves. Such a large country with so much of natural and human potential. When our engineers, our technologists, our scientists, they run the most advanced research and industrial complex in the developed countries, we remained at the margin of international affairs. Such a large country, not taken seriously. Largely because we remained a follower. We remained catching up. Our growth was incremental. Our growth was in segments. The problems that confronted this country, be it poverty, be it education, be it healthcare, be it access to drinking water, be it access to electricity, basic ingredients of a healthy citizenship, we kept addressing it in segments. Every 5 to have. We have resource constraints. This much money allotted to health, this much to education, this much to road, this much to electricity, and we kept building roads, building schools, building hospitals, generating electricity, and the problems kept multiplying. Now that model of development and growth was not suited for India. such a large country. The countries those who were way behind us, or some of them who were at par with us when the British left, they overtook us and overtook us with a big margin. Countries those who used to be envious of us. I remember when I used to visit China, up to 2007-8, they used to be envious of our Silicon Valley. They used to call, you are leader in information communication technology. And today, we know where we are, where they are. This mindset has to change. And it changed at the top level, topmost level, that this country has to meet its destiny. This country has to lead the world. And this cannot be achieved. This responsibility that this country has, not only to itself, but to the entire humanity, it cannot discharge its responsibility meaningfully if it does not grow to the position of leadership.